The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady. Check right, 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Check go.
Jameis now on first down. And break, the tight end's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Rip right. Check safety. Wait.
From the 41, Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Winston. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Wait.
Jameis to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
1, Omaha. Hey, Steve 6.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here we go, here we go. Go, go, go. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Six.
On 2nd and 1, Garoppolo. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 41 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 24, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're indeed going. It's Winston. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air again with Winston. And his pass incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill. No surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most, that's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Ogunbowale. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
A run with Ogunbowale. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Watch the run. Switch. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Where do we go?
They run it. It's Ogunbowale. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
All day, every day, any day. Ready? Blue ready.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long.
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, keep it up. Sit down. Check, sit down. Hey, alert. Hey, exit.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
11. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 13. X3. 218. Chopper. I'm coming for you, son. Check. 21.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. We got it.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Well, that's complete to Sanders. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game.
12, 12. 21, 21. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Double dog.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Check 13. Recon, 132 fighter. Fresno. 13. Hey, come on.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go. Hey, gun. 45 is the mark. Watch the run. Switch. 21. Here we go. 21. Watch twist.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Rush in.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First and 10 at the 38.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Watch the run. right there. 54, right there, right there.
Here's Winston. This complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle by Eric Armstead. Throwing on second down. Winston. He completes it to Evans. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. Throwing, Winston. Caught by Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
65. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, Mike 7. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check your hot read.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards to pick up there. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch it, come on, switch it. 12, fellas, here we go. 11. Check back 35, check. I got you. I got you. Go. Check 45.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hey, gun. 11.
They run for it with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got this. 21. 45, 45, Mike, 45. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Garoppolo now. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Here we go. 21. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The return is Mickens. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, 85 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Gay is up and good. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Chance. Hey, watch it. 1, Omaha. 12. Check 24. Watch 24.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
45 to Mike. 45. White. Pick it up. It's outside, guys. Outside.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. 13 yards there and a Niner first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Check 26, check 26.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! We ain't giving up nothing. 11. Check, 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 check.
On first down, here's Breida. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.